Hey everyone, it's Mara Allard of Wind, Water, and Wisdom, and I just got back from a walk. And a couple people I follow, like Pam Gregory, who's an astrologer, Aluna Noel, who's like a quantum healer and channeler, they talk a lot about living from your heart space opposed to your head space. This sounds great, except every time I try it, I find out how flipping hard it is. This is not easy, at least for me, to put my attention here and nowhere else. To put my attention in my heart or drop into my heart space. And you can't think when you're there. You just can't. You can observe, your senses are very heightened, but your ability to use your brain is you're living from your heart. You're loving from your heart, you're living from your heart, it's how you are, that's where your being is. So tonight on my walk, I dropped into first I observed my heart space. I practiced breathing in through my heart space, so imagining my breath coming in through my heart chakra, which is the center of your chest. If you're wondering when people say drop into your heart, it's the center of your chest. It's your heart chakra, it's green. And so you practice breathing in through it. Now obviously you're breathing in through your mouth, but you imagine breathing in through there and out through there and expanding that center. That's the goal. Okay, so I was doing that, and I will say that when you do that, everything is heightened. So it has rained, like the heavens opened in North Carolina today, and we have water on all the sides of the road. So the frogs are out in full blast. And if you have never lived in the South or a place where you hear frogs, they screech. So they're screeching, and we also have the cicadas who are just buzzing. And so on this walk, they're always around, but tonight they were just like loud as could be because I couldn't focus on anything else. I didn't have my phone. I couldn't think about anything. I was just in my heart space, so I could hear them. And while I was doing that, I was saying, "Hey," I was greeting them on my walk as if they were very loud. I even tried to look for the frogs, couldn't see them. And then I passed a property, and because again I was just breathing into my heart space, I was like, oh, look at all these trees. And I counted, there were 19 trees, and they were all beautifully manicured. I walk by that house almost every day. I drive by it, I've never noticed that. But when you are just in your heart space, when you can't think and you don't have anything else to occupy you, your observation of your surroundings is heightened. What you see, what you hear, what you feel is heightened. So just by doing that, nature was on high alert for me tonight. And I thanked that, for me pulling my own attention away to be present. I was present for the sound of the frogs, the cicadas, and witnessing these beautiful pine trees that were on this property. But I got better. The very end of my walk, I dropped in, I practiced dropping into my heart center. So dropping in is different than observing, at least in my opinion. When I drop into it, I feel completely different. If I can literally drop my energy, and I can't really explain how to do that except that I actually put myself in there. Instead of just looking at it or observing it, I actually put all of my energy in my heart center. And all I can tell you is that feels like, you'll know if you're able to do it, so practice it if this is something you want, because it feels like pure love and pure joy. There's nothing else to describe it. Observing my heart center doesn't feel like that. Observing my heart center feels like a really hard exercise in paying attention. Dropping into my heart center, again, it's hard to stay there for me, and this is why I keep trying to practice it. Feels like pure love and pure joy and being held. And who doesn't want to stay there? And it was what I needed, because I had an email this morning that I woke up to that bummed me out a little. Nothing I could do about it. Just one of those emails you get that you're like, that kind of sucks. I'm kind of sad about that. And by dropping into my heart later on in this walk, I was able to be like, I love myself. I'm doing the best I can. I'm okay. I am safe. I am secure. I am loved. And it made that just go away. Not this, I already dealt with it. I already felt it. I already read it. I already experienced it. But by being in my heart center, and feeling that love and joy that's always there and always accessible to us, I immediately felt better. Why don't we spend more time in our heart center? It's not easy. We want to be distracted. I want to feel love and joy, but we're conditioned to want stimulation. So if you have a few minutes, cup of tea, end of the day, beginning of the day, sometime where it's quiet, 1 minute, start by focusing on your heart, center of your heart, bringing just awareness to it. Imagining breathing in through it and breathing out and it expanding. Green, beautiful, heart center energy. If you want to imagine it being white or gold, that's fine. I'm not really particular about the color. I just identify the heart chakra as green. And then if you can feel your own energy, drop that energy into your heart. The first practice was just the awareness. And then over time, if you can drop in your attention to your heart, just sit in it. I promise you, it is blissful. And again, I am a huge walk and work in progress. But that walk allows me 30 minutes every day to practice this exercise. And that's what I'm committed to, is that every time I walk, some part of that walk, I'm going to be committed to putting my attention on my heart space and observing my surroundings, and then dropping into my heart space to receive a little bit of love from myself. Have a great day.